I turn my air on. And I know I said I was gonna go live. I know I said I was gonna go live tomorrow. But I am about to barbecue with my little ones and just relax for today. And yeah, I was reading through my comments and I decided, you know what, I should go live about this topic. Okay, I'm a little too high. So when you guys are trying to build credit, so many people are scared to get credit cards. And let me tell y'all are never going to build y'all credit if y'all do not get credit cards. And that's just being real. Like, y'all have to get credit cards on their credit reports. If you don't have, okay, my Wi-Fi. If you guys cannot going to build credit, and that's what the problem is. People think that going to build credit, and that's what the problem is. People think that they can just not have credit and they can just start building their credit. All they got to do is just delete their negative accounts, but that's not true. Y'all need companies to report to the credit bureaus that you're paying on time, because that's what's going to actually build your credit. And just because you guys have that one credit card does not mean, oh, I'm building my credit, it's just taking time. No. You could technically get some type of credit, but you're not going to have the best credit that you can have if you don't have at least 4 credit cards and try to have at least 2 installment accounts. And your installment accounts could be like your student loans. Your installment accounts could also be like, if you used to do like that self-installment account, just a personal loan, basically. Those are technically installment accounts. And you guys can also do the pledge loan too with Navy Federal, because that's going to be an installment account. But if you guys are not pursuing credit and then keeping your balance low too when you get these credit cards, you're not going to fully build out your credit. You're not. And I used to think this too, like, well, I'm going to start building my credit, but you know, when I went through it and I messed up my credit and I had to start back building my credit again, I was scared to get credit cards. I realized it took me forever to build my credit again because I'm scared of credit cards. But that's not how we need to be, you guys. If you guys are like that, you're scared to let me take my headphones off just in case you guys can't hear me all the way. If you guys are scared to get credit, then you're never, I'm telling you, never going to build your credit. And when you guys file bankruptcy, the best way to get back own, basically, or get your credit back higher after you file bankruptcy, the best way to do that is literally to get you 4 credit cards and 2 installment accounts as soon as possible. And if they have to be secure credit cards, great, but try to get secure credit cards that can graduate to unsecured credit, such as you guys can get you can get Open Sky. That's a secure way. And I'm talking bankruptcy because depending on if you do in chapter 13, you still have the bankruptcy reporting. In chapter 7, you can probably get you credit cards right away, but if you do in chapter 13, they're probably not going to give you credit cards. So you guys can do like Open Sky. You guys can do Navy Federal. Like Navy Federal is going to graduate, so that's a good one. Capital One is going to graduate to an unsecured card. And then you guys can also do Discover. I love the Discover Secure credit card. And keep this in mind, when I say it's going to graduate, if you guys put that $200 down on a credit card because you're secured, they don't trust you, they like, we're not giving you a credit card unless you put the money up and we'll send you the card. What it secure one means, that's going to graduate means, is like with Navy Federal, you put $200 down in about 6 months, sometimes even 3 months. I would say like around 6 to 9 months, they're going to give you your $200 back and then increase your credit limit to $2,000. And that's what I want for you all. Like, that's what I want you guys to be able to have. So that's why I tell people to try to see if you can target getting these secure ones, because once you get these secure ones, because you probably can't get any other credit card, these ones could possibly graduate, and plus they'll build your credit. And I told you, like, when I filed bankruptcy before, I didn't go through with it. I filed chapter 13. I ended up just letting it get dismissed. When I did that, I got me credit cards right away, and I start working to remove my bankruptcy right away too, and remove any negative accounts that was attached to it. And once I did that, you guys, I was able to get my credit scores into the 700s again, because my credit scores did drop to like the low 5s. Once that bankruptcy was added on my credit report, it dropped my credit scores so much. But once I filed bankruptcy, that bankruptcy was added to my credit reports. I got the bankruptcy removed right away. Plus, I removed the accounts that was attached to it. And then on top of that, I just made sure that I got credit cards too, because that's one of the biggest things. Like, just make sure that you guys are getting these credit cards, because if you're not getting the credit cards, then how are you going to build your credit? Like, that's, I'm telling y'all, that's the biggest thing. And sometimes, like, when you guys are trying to pursue certain credit cards like Apple, I found that Apple wants you guys to have some type of experience. They want you to have some credit cards already. They don't want to give you any credit cards if you don't have credit already. Like, and usually I see Apple, they want you to have at least 4 credit cards. That's what I witness. They want you to have at least 4 credit cards, sometimes 5 credit cards. So if you guys don't have that, you're going to find that they're going to deny you for these cards. And another mistake I see too when people are applying for credit cards. So say if you got your 4 credit cards, you're like, Rickita, I can't get any credit card. It's not that you can't get any credit card. You're trying to get picky. You're trying to be picky. You want a special Bank of America credit card. You want the special Chase credit card. You're technically, even with your 4 credit cards, to me, you're technically still in the building stage. What I tell people to do when you're at that stage where you feel like you can't get any credit cards, I tell people to go to my website, Rickita.com, and apply for those. It's a list on there, say pre-qualify without a hard inquiry. Go through that list and try to pre-qualify for at least 4 more credit cards, because that's what I did. I applied for some more credit cards. You can get 4, you can get 6, you can get whatever you want. And just because you got the credit cards don't mean that you have to use them. Credit cards can help with your utilization, because I have credit cards I literally use once every 6 months, which I'm going to go to 5 months, because I realize that Experian is going to mark your card as dormant, like you're not using it at the 6-month mark. So I want to get to it before then. So you guys can go ahead and apply for those credit cards. You're not going to get a hard inquiry until they say, yes, we're going to give you a credit card. Now, you got to think about it. It's so many credit cards on the list. So many Synchrony Bank credit cards can do this. Synchrony Bank can be, what's a few that I have with Synchrony Bank? They got Care Credit. They have the Walgreens credit card. They have the Lowe's credit card. They have so many different credit cards. So you can try a lot of the Synchrony Bank credit cards. That's on my list. And then also, you guys can do all the Discover cards. Discover got a lot of cards. You can do Discover. You can do Capital One. Navy Federal do have the pre-qualification without a hard inquiry, but like I said too, it's over 45 different credit cards. I would suggest you guys go through that list. If you feel like nobody's giving you a credit card, it's because you're trying to get certain credit cards that you probably heard about, and they always been your dream credit cards. Even American Express can do that too. They can pre-qualify you. Like when I got my American Express, well, when I first wanted to get American Express, they wasn't messing with me. But I realized a lot of the companies I eventually got with wasn't messing with me at some point. But once I really started building up my profile, I eventually was able to get a credit card. And I would say that's most of the credit cards, like companies too. Discover wasn't messing with me at one point in time. Capital One wasn't messing with me at one point in time. Chase wasn't messing with me at one point in time. And these are all credit cards I end up getting. It wasn't messing with me, but I just kept, like, every month, like say I told you to go through that list, Rickita.com, and look through that list and say pre-qualify without a hard inquiry, with no hard inquiry. Go through that list and see which ones you like and try those first. But literally just go through that list and see like which ones you can get. Now some of those are secure for those people that don't have the best of credit. They cannot drive around here. Go through that list. If you don't have the best of credit, go ahead and get the secure ones. But if they say no this month, go ahead and still try next month. Like every month, I would suggest you guys try. And that's what I had to do with Discover, because I really wanted Discover so bad, y'all. I wanted the Discover cashback card so bad. You know, they got the 5% back, plus they got the 0% APR. I wanted that card so bad, and I'm happy that I was able to get in with Discover. But what I did was, I was sad at first, but I just kept trying to pre-qualification, and I eventually was able to get in with that credit card. And I want you guys to basically just do the same thing. That's all it is. And then understand too, when you got these credit cards, you want to make sure that you are keeping your balance on these credit cards. So many people are getting these credit cards and they're maxing them out, and then they like, well, I need to get some more credit cards to help my utilization. Nobody trying to give you a credit card because you're maxing out your credit. Who wants to give you a credit card? Okay, you already maxed out your credit. Who really trying to give you a credit card? So what you want to do is, if you have maxed out credit cards, I want you to pay down your credit cards, and then I want you guys to double back. Like once you pay down your credit cards and report to the credit bureaus that your balance is at 0 or very, very low, I would want you guys to get it down to 5%. That's really going to be the best for you. Pay down your credit cards. Once your credit score go up, then I want you to go back and try to pre-qualify for those same credit cards that you couldn't get at first. Now, if you pay down your credit cards, they once you pay it down, once they increase your credit score, you apply for the credit cards that you want. You technically can just go ahead and put more expenses on your credit cards. Your credit score is going to tank after that, but at least you got the credit cards that you want. I have to do this plenty of times when I'm like, I need to get more credit cards to help with my utilization. Maybe I was using it for, you know, I needed the 0% APR credit cards too, so I used to make sure I just had my credit score at its best, and then I transferred the balance, or I didn't transfer the balance. I just put all my new expenses on my new 0% APR credit cards. You guys will have options, but let me tell you, they're not going to give you credit cards if your utilization is out of whack. Like, that's really huge for them. So if your utilization is out of whack, just know that you need to fix that first, or they're not going to give you credit cards. Who want to, just think about family members. If you are, you going to borrow some money to your cousin when you know that your cousin owe all these different people and they slowly paying them, or they're not paying it at all? Like, who wants to do that? Think about the same thing on how these credit card companies, they're viewing us. So that's just a few things that I wanted to make sure I come in here and tell you all. I'm definitely still going to go live tomorrow. I'll have my sheet. I know I want to talk about the things that I regret about Kickoff or some of the other companies that's out there. A few things I regret about these companies. I'm definitely going to make a video about that, but I don't know, y'all. Put some comments on this video. Let me know what y'all think that I should make a video about, and wait till I actually post so I can see the comments, because if you do it now, then I'm going to probably not see it. Okay, Spencer. That is not what I'll make a video about. I get you that chicken dinner. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right, y'all have a great day. I'm done with my showing, so I am headed to get some groceries on my way home. I'll see you guys later on. Let me know what y'all think I should make the video about. Again, go to my website, Rickita.com. Look under the pre-qualified without a hard inquiry. Look at that list. Like, once you scroll down some, you will see pre-qualified with no hard inquiry. Look at that list. It's over 45 different accounts there that can pre-qualify you without a hard inquiry. If they say, yes, we can give you a credit card, then I suggest you go ahead and try to get it. You're not going to get a hard inquiry until you say yes to it. So if they say, oh no, we can't qualify you at this time, you didn't get a hard inquiry, you move on. But if you really wanted that credit card, just double back and go ahead and get it. Okay, just double back at that point. And if y'all get approved for credit cards, definitely let me know. I'm going to start making more videos like, oh, this person got approved for a credit card, but just give me some of your data points, like which credit bureaus did they pull, how much did you get approved for, what's your credit score at the time, because those are things that everybody else going to need. But I'm going to start making more of those videos for those people that do need credit, that you guys can go over there and apply. I'll see you guys later. Have a great weekend.